Mr. Math here. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember to click the bell icon to be notified of updates. Hello again, viewers. Welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We're
almost
going
there.
right into it.
We can't get closer!
Allow me!
Fam!
Leave her. She'll be fine. Trust me. Now, let's move!
Yeah! We just need to cut that! What?
An independent defense mechanism. Ardanian technology. My apologies.
Why would you even bloody make something like that?
Bitch later, fight now.
What Nia said. Okay, so we're gonna have to change targets right away.
Engaging the enemy! Lady Morag, be
Because
careful.
we don't want to fight that thing. We want to attack these.
Jaguar focus all
Make
your
haste
attacks.
and retreat.
Break! Command me! Sure. Someone call for Saloon. My dead body. You have my thanks.
Okay.
Armor fails!
Swing!
Lay! Judgment!
What's up?
Break!
Okay.
My excitement is rising. Excellent! Jaguar slash!
Make
That's
haste and
annoying.
retreat.
We're not dead yet. Still your breath, and the mind will
Raging!
fall.
Charge!
Break! Judgment!
Come on. Enough with the shackling.
None of that.
Let it be a time for
It's time to shine!
Jaguar!
Let us make haste!
Right here to turn the table! It won't be that easy. Armor fails! Judgment!
Synchronators, time to shine!
Break! Sure. Blaze! Watch out!
I won't, but I will if I have to.
I see. Yes, watch out!
Hey Zeke, you level 3, hurry up.
Please consider healing. I really recommend you do. Like I'm going down without the fight.
There we go. That's done.
It stopped.
Yes, seems like it.
It's you. I thought it might be.
Jin!
I knew it. So this is Jin, leader of Torna. I am Fan La Norne. As envoy of Praetor Amalthus, I am bringing you into custody.
How ironic that you should speak his name with that face, oblivious to everything, even your own identity.
What? Do you know something about...
And you, Aegis. Don't you dare stand there, acting like you're not involved in all this.
Alright. Then tell me this. Why are you, who fought alongside us to defeat Malos, now standing by his side?
Jin fought against him.
It's very simple. I realized he had the right of it. That's all.
I don't think it's as simple as that at all.
So clever. You always were too clever for your own good.
Sorry. That's just the way I am.
Mithra, don't tell me.
Yes. He's a blade too. He was the strongest blade in Torna, until it fell in the war.
It fell, says the girl who sank it.
A blade?
There were none stronger, yet none kinder either. And no one who hated to fight more than him. Why, Jin? What changed?
What if I told you it was your fault?
Mine.
If you hadn't sealed yourself away, then she'd still...
Oh. So that's it.
Yeah, sure. Blame someone else for your freely made choice.
That core crystal.
That color. It's like blood.
Careful. That crystal isn't normal.
Put away your sword. My ability is to restrict a blade's every action. As long as you are a blade, there is nothing you can do to escape its clutch.
Wait, restricting Blade's powers? Then before, was that...
Go ahead and try.
As you wish.
Engaging the enemy! Armor failed! Judgment!
Get back!
He actually got break on him?
We're on
Someone needs to do topple. Who has topple?
my dead body. Much appreciated.
Yep!
Anytime. Roger.
Does anyone have topple?
Don't count on my mercy, just but you're human. Excitement is rising.
Let us make use of it now!
Eye up.
Just give me your
It won't be that easy.
These words have no sense, no meaning! Steve bomb break!
Sure. Ursula!
It might not be much, but I'll do what I can.
Raging!
It happened. Armor failed. My excitement is rising. Judgment! Now, don't count on my mercy just because you're human. Anytime.
Level 3?
Talking about.
Blade combo, third stage! Awesome!
You have my thanks. Judgment!
Skyward slash!
Hellfire!
Empty moment!
Armor failed! I won't let this happen. Command me! Roger! It won't be that easy.
Ultra slap! Pandoria!
My friend.
Sure. Judgment! Great flame!
Direct slap!
Enemy consumed!
Okay, who has launch? Who has launch?
Great shit! Raging! Ultra slap!
Darn it, we didn't get a launch.
Much appreciated.
Go swallow!
No. Much appreciated. Surrender now. Don't count on my mercy just because you're human. We're on.
Direct slap! Swing!
Taste the pain.
Ultra slash!
Move.
Good luck to you.
What?
Healing halo. I'm all right. I'll be just fine.
Ultra slash! Just make use of it now! Direct slash! Empty moment! Get out of here! What's up? Ultra slash!
Give me the heads up.
Make haste and retreat! Gotta swallow this! Yep!
Just give me the
Okay.
heads up.
Skyward slash!
Focus.
Mithra, you're to blame for this! Ultra
It
slash!
might not be much, but I'll do what I can.
Empty moment!
We're on top. Teamwork's kind of a mess. Still your friend. Surrender now. Don't count on my mercy. Just let him human. Let me help you. Unleash your power.
Come on, do the...
Ready to meet your maker.
Getting better. I'm still getting stronger.
Oh, darn it. I wanted to do a chain attack. I did too much damage at the end there.
How is he still moving? Even that Petroka girl couldn't withstand it.
No, it's working. His powers are certainly limited now. But Jin, he's one of the most powerful blades in history.
Even so, we can beat him. We just have to work together.
I don't think so.
What? Fan!
You are no slave. Be free now.
Fan. No. No. Why? Jin! Why the hell would you do this? What good does it do you?
Why, you ask? Then let me ask you this. Blades are granted phenomenal power from our Creator on high, yet we are doomed to never remember. Why?
What?
The accumulation of memories is what allows mankind, no, all life to grow, change, evolve. But blades are fleeting. When we return to our cores, our memories are lost, our growth snatched away forever.
People aren't so different.
Man's life too has an end, yes. However, though each individual life is fleeting, you pass on your memories, allowing you to grow as a species, as a culture. Why does Indol control all the core crystals? By controlling the moment of every blade's birth, they enslave our entire kind. How is that fair? We have no culture because Indol decrees it. Because that's what your kind do.
Jin!
Why are you the masters and we the slaves? It is we who embody the very nature of this world.
Blades embody the world. I don't get what you're...
If you saw the last state of humanity, you'd understand. Now that you have come this far, there can be no turning back. But I'm afraid your journey ends here.
What?
Why now?
Hey, now's our chance!
Huh?
What are you standing around for? Show that scumbag what's what!
What are you standing around for?
What?
It's Akhos.
Malos sent me. Time to make an exit. Ready?
Who says we're going to let you go?
You really don't understand, do you? You really think this is over?
What the? How? We cut the bloody cable!
Certainly. But some energy still remains deep in its core. Don't you see? It's like a blade weapon. Well, you seem busy. I'll leave you to it. Bye.
Wait!
Okay. Boss fight number 3. Against this thing this time.
Squad, hold your positions.
Let us know if you need a hand, Mora. I never get less than my all.
Strong. Excellent Concord. I'm here. Blaze! Unleash no mercy from me. We're on top form. Break. Judgment. Enemies will be consumed. The time is now. Synchronize your attacks. I'm all set. Roger. Judgment.
Synchronators, time to shine.
Roger. Command me.
No, thanks.
Finish them. It won't be that easy. Armor veil. Form the third. Roger that, Lady Mark. Blue flame, heed my call.
Okay, I was trying to do level 3, but because he knocked me back, I ended up doing level 4.
Break. You come to judgment. Flame. This has happened to me. Focus. Staying calm is half the battle.
Swing!
Anytime.
I shall defend you to the last, I got this! Great
Judgment.
Let us make use of it.
Okay.
Strong. Excellent Concord.
Hey, they deflected it!
Okay, I
Didn't
need...
connect. Judgment. Ready.
Does anyone have wind?
Finish the blade. Break.
What's up?
Blade.
I don't think anyone has
You have my
wind.
thanks. Judgment. Blade. Electric.
It might not be much. I'll do what I can.
This is unexpected. Armor veil.
Bam!
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Taste the pain. Together
Excitement is rising. Roger. Break.
Watch this!
Okay, Zeke, do the next level of the blade combo.
Watch out!
Enemies will be consumed.
Yep!
My dead body.
Okay, now I need to do level 3 with Florin.
Armor veil.
I'm up next. Restraint isn't a concept I'm familiar with.
Blade combo, third stage. Awesome.
Yes. But I'll do what I can.
This might work.
Now's a good time to get healing.
Yep!
Indeed.
I'm the star
Alright.
What's up?
Now I need a level 3 fire.
That's us. The time is. Halo. You have my bridges. You armed, Lady Mark. This is unexpected. Command me. Judgment.
This might work.
Unleash your power. Ready to meet your maker.
Blade combo, third stage.
It's the culmination of years of training.
Perfect.
Someone call for
blind spot.
Sure.
I'm all set. Taste the pain.
Super
This might work.
Then I'll have to go back
What's
to my
this?
core crystal, and I'm not ready to go back to my core crystal. So, yeah. We're gonna need a lot of electricity.
armor veil.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Oh, I didn't get a chain attack.
I don't get it. I'm meant to be a driver now. I have a blade of my own. But I couldn't do anything. Fan. Nothing's changed. I'm just as weak as I've always been. What happened to make you like this?
It just seems like an odd reaction.
What is that?
More on that in a minute.
Urayan army! So many of them! What?
No! Shit! Who gave that damn order?
At this rate, I don't think there's any stopping them.
How so?
They think more Ardane attacked them illegally, with no declaration of war.
This is bad. If someone doesn't explain what's really going on...
But there's no time for that.
So what? We just give up?
Heavy cannons. That's Uriah's main weapon.
Here too. More Ardane also readying artillery.
I don't care if we're not going to make it in time. We need to get to Uriah.
Right.
Wait!
And that's chapter 5 done and dusted. Yeah. Rex's reaction back there just feels strange to me. With the way he was going on, he didn't seem to be mourning Fan's death so much as he was upset that Jin was stronger than he was. And that just feels weird. Now, I might be kind of unfair in feeling that way, but because, you know, realistically, if something really big hits you like that and your emotions are just raging out of control, then it stands to reason you might start just babbling whatever comes to mind without really thinking about it. So it's a realistic reaction. But this isn't real life. This is a story. And in a story, you can write your characters differently. As long as it's believable, it doesn't necessarily have to be realistic. And I think it would have been perfectly believable for Rex to be more focused on Fan being murdered than on his inability to have stopped it. That's just how I feel about that scene. It just lands poorly, in my opinion. Yeah, like I said, it's realistic. I gotta give it that much. But again, when you're writing a fictional story, you don't have to be realistic so much as you just have to be believable. So yeah. Well, at any rate, done with chapter 5, time to start chapter 6. We have a lot of cutscenes to get through.
You little scamp. Do you know how much The core you took was worth?
I stole it from the castle. 3 years it took me to get it. And now...
Please! She's barely 10 years old!
Silence! Stay out of it!
Oh!
If you die, it'll be as good as new. You brought this on yourself. From now on, I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. Always. My name is Jin. What's yours?
Laura.
Looks like he had an episode similar to
It seems like sending
Cole's.
Akhos was the right choice. You alright?
I've been through worse. I can handle it.
Jin, I swear I'll make your dream come true. So stop putting yourself at risk.
There's still time.
Is that part of your dream, too? What are we, in the end? This hunger I feel, this thirst, is it really my own? Or is it someone else's? Sometimes I can't tell. Tell me, Jin, are you really here? I don't know where I really am.
You're starting to sound like a human.
Oh, yeah?
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Humans and blades.
Yeah, really no. And that grand speech he made earlier about you are the masters and we are the slaves, well, the problem, he identified it right there. The problem was Indol, not just humans in general. So why isn't he focusing on the actual culprits here? Maybe he's just lost his perspective. Looks like we have a summit coming up.
What's the deal with this ceasefire?
A tribunal, it looks like. Praetor Amalthus is here in person. And who's going to argue with the Praetor?
Does he have any clue how many men we lost? If those Ardanians get away with this, Architect, damn it.
Quit your grumbling, mate. All this is way beyond our pay grade.
You got that right. We're all just faceless cannon fodder to the bigwigs. CO says jump, we jump.
Wearing those giant helmet things works quite well to make you faceless. I don't really like that. Morning, folks. Everyone sleep well? Not a wink. Figured as much. Let's take a nice walk over to the hall where the emergency summit's being held. Clear our heads a little. Someone's got to escort Morag over there, right? I think I would be perfectly capable of finding my own way. And Mithra's meant to be attending too, right? Apparently, yes. See? We might as well all head over. I guess you're right. Let's go then. Okay, Perun got something from that. Oh, so did Poppy QT. And Bridget. Wow. Okay, that took a while. Alright, so Bridget got a few things.
I have grown.
I know I've mentioned it before, but every single time a blade gets something on their affinity charts, you want to check the chart, because what they gain does not actually open up until you've gone into the chart to check it. Let's see. Okay, so she wants to defeat Brogan Ferris's in Temperantia. Huh. Well, I need to actually go do that. I can't send her away on Merc missions. Use cosmetics. Well, let's get the rest of the affinity chart stuff out of the way. Wow, Corvin is really still basic. Almost everything is only level 1. Huh. And what does he need for this? Oh, we don't know yet. Because we haven't opened this up yet. We have to open this up in order to see the conditions of his level 4 items. Okay, well.
I'll be your rock.
Okay. And what does she need for this? Oh, it just needs to use the skill. Fair enough.
With this power, I shall protect you.
My fondness for you is what keeps me going.
Okay. Need to start gathering flowers to improve her botany skill. Use Azami's favorite pouch item from the cosmetics category to get this up. Okay. And then once I have level 5 open, I need to feed her 4 vegetables. Whatever specific vegetable item she wants, that is.
Next goal already in sights. Poppy will be useful to Master Pawn.
Right. Okay, so Poppy QT wants us to view this heart-to-heart over in Letheria. The location is kind of vague, though, at the island near Fonset. Well, I'm sure I can find it if I just go look. Alright then, so let's see, what does Morag have in her pouch? Still Narciper jelly. How many of those do I have? Five of them. Okay, well I can buy more. Let's just get that cosmetics thing out of the way.
This is quite a boon. This is quite a boon.
got more trust ups. And there's Bridget's Dance of the Flames. There we go.
I will prove myself.
What was this one again? Yeah, defeat those Pharises in Temperantia. Well, I have a bunch more cutscenes to get through before I can even begin to...
Let us face the day with a renewed vigor.
Yep. Gotta go back to Temperantia and do a few things there. But that's for later. And this is where we're going. Through here is the venue for the Summit of Nations. I must apologize, but entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation. I guess this is as far as we go. Yes, Bridget and I will proceed to the summit. I'm coming with you. And so are you, Mithra, remember? Personally, since Mithra is going in, Rex ought to also, in my opinion. But I guess he's not any kind of government official. I mean, he's just the driver of the world's most dangerous blade. I guess. I'm not sure I like it, but I suppose I have to play my part in all this. Rex, you head back to our chambers with the others and wait for us. No problems. Be careful in there, okay, Mithra? Don't worry, I'll handle this just fine.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire, Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Well, there's no war, is there?
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal Prince of Tantal.
Ozikairis, what a name. It's these guys again.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so...
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then... he will kill the architect.
Now, it seems More Ardane has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uraya. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offense.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-chairman Bana give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks, and in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
Its driver? That seems kind of rude.
6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself...
The horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos's goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
I don't remember if we ever see the answer to that question. Morning, folks. You look a bit better slept than yesterday. Pretty much. Fan's state funeral is to be held today, is it not? Yeah, I think it was meant to be happening in Sioris Plaza, right outside the sanctum. You'll be going, right, chum? Yes, it would be wrong for me not to. Sioris Plaza very not far away. Time to go, quick, quick. Master Pawn so bossy sometimes. Okay. I mean, I guess this is sufficient. Yeah, this'll do.
Up!
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you to be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh. It's weird though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case. but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
Interesting information. Lots of questions being raised and no answers. That was quite the grand funeral ceremony. It spoke volumes as to just how much Fan was loved by her people. The goddess of Indol won't be an easy position to replace. Hey Rex, what are you going to do from here on out? If we're going to reach the World Tree, we'll need the Praetor's help, but... Master Rex, there you are. Praetor Amalthus wishes to speak with you. He's waiting in the audience chamber. That's perfect timing then. Maybe he wants to talk about the World Tree. I'm afraid I cannot say. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get ourselves over to the audience chamber then. Can we skip travel there? Not really. I mean, we can go a bit of the way.
We're here!
Let's get going!
This is as far as we can skip travel. We have to walk the rest of the way. But no problem. Da-da-da. We came up these steps not so long ago. Now we're doing it again. That must be cleansing of the core crystals.
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals.
Yes.
It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with the crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the World Tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the World Tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
Yeah, we encountered it at the end of chapter 2.
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So that thing is Mithra's, Then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds.
If he was felled, then how is it that he's still active?
This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War, so an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Fetter, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Fetter for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
He's saying all the right things, but it sounds awfully pat. Maybe it's just an artifact of the voice actor. But it sounded forced when Amalthus was saying it. So Zeke, you're going to be guiding us to Tantal, right? Sure am. But let's head back to our chambers before we talk about it. This isn't exactly the place for discussing stuff. Back to our room? Got it. So if we go back in here... Yep, it hadn't been marked on our maps before, this location. Let's see. It looks like there are no treasure troves or anything like that in here. So yeah, just got us a bit of bonus XP for discovering the location. Hector. You are bound for Tantal, I believe. I trust you will fulfill your duty as the Praetor's envoy. Remember, His Eminence has placed all his hope in you. To reach Elysium, we must first stop Ophion, the beast that carved the Great Void. And Ophion's directive was issued from Tantal, Zeke's homeland. I've prepared envoy documents for you so that you may enter as representatives of Indol. I entreat you to reach Elysium before Malos. Do it as a favor for our once foolish old man. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of Amalthus's line back there. I mean, the voice acting in this game is okay at best. It's a bit hit and miss, so I'm not sure if the awkward, stilted tone of Amalthus's line was on purpose to make it sound weird, or just bad direction. Bad instructions from the director to the voice actor, yeah. Could be either, I'm just not sure. We've prepared your rooms. I presume you'll be wanting to take your leave soon. Please make sure you're well rested before you set out once more. Yeah, let's get going.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're travelling with Shell Ledyard. Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna, who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
Mithra looked kind of unconvinced. Or maybe she's thinking about this.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty or nostalgia? Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Right. Let's head for Goitria's port. Can we make it a leisurely walk? I guess. Why? It's been young since I last went home to Tantal. I've been thinking of Indol as my home for so long now, it feels weird to leave. I want to enjoy my last moments here. You can be shockingly sentimental sometimes. I know, shocking, isn't it? Shut up, you two. Gonna take some Indoline presents for the folks you haven't seen in a while. Ha, as if my old man would want any of that. Come on, let's start walking to Goitria's port. You could grab a swig of Odifa along the way. They don't have that stuff in Tantal, so this could be your last chance. I said shut up already. Right then, let's see. Not much else to be done around here. Just this person to talk to. Let's go ahead and talk to her. Is something wrong? I needed to catch my breath after experiencing such a historical moment. A spot of prayer should do the trick. Really, I suppose I ought to go home to Argentum before I get mixed up in any of this, but I think I'll stick around. I only planned to come here on a lazy tour spree, but my merchant blood is telling me I have to see this through. If you say so. A merc mission, okay. Something wrong? No, this is a pain. They've only gone and stolen some of the taminbi roots I've been growing. Taminbi roots are so nutritious and are prized for their medicinal uses. Only a few were stolen, so it's not that big a deal, but I reckon it was just some kids playing tricks. If so, they really need to be taught what's right and what's wrong. That's why I'm looking for help finding the suspects. Okay. We can help out. That's the spirit. You're such a good help. Okay, new Merc mission. Oh, the tragedy of it all. To think the day would come when I would have to enter the date of Lady Fan's death into the annals of Indol. The children loved her so. I don't think they really understand yet that she's gone forever. And we will never again hear her beautiful voice ring out in song. What's the informant have for us? Anything? Let's see. Greedy monster. A monster that ate a famed driver has been seen in Chansaw Wastes. Yeah. That is something I could go take care of, I suppose. But not yet. There's other stuff to handle first. That is a big ship. Parked all the way out in Goetia's port, but still looks pretty close. I guess I should say docked rather than parked. But still, yeah, that it looks really close, and yet it's still all the way out there. Temperantia. Sure is a good thing my blade's so powerful. Something wrong? The other day, my blade found a poor sod who'd fallen onto Indol's back. She was from the refugee camp, and she didn't want any help from a blade, got quite angry. But we couldn't just leave her there like that, so we had to manhandle her out of there. Yeah. I guess people in desperate straits will latch on to most anything. I was just remembering how kindly Lady Fan used to treat all the refugees. I cannot understand how anyone could bring themselves to take the life of such a kind and noble soul. It feels as though the Indol I know and love is gradually slipping away. It scares me a little. Well, Jin seemed to think he was doing her a favor from the way he put it. You're free, not a slave anymore, or whatever it was that he said. Urayans and Ardanian troops.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uraya.
A summit? You mean about the recent punch-up? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get them to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
Besides, Uraya doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know.
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates!
That's an odd
anyway,
taunt.
This summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
Kitty no-mates.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, your majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
Melodramatic fade to black. Let's see. Do I want to do any shopping? I don't think there's anything that I want or need here. That said, though, now that I think about it, I probably have a lot of superfluous accessories that I could get rid of. Let's check out the bookstore. Indol, blessed with flourishing merchant trade from all across Alres. Please pursue my humble book collection. What have you got? Huh. The Millenarian Titan and the Alres Agami. Agani. Well, let's check this out. Alphabetical, please. Look at all these apprentice vambraces. Wow. Yeah, I definitely don't need 4 of them, so let's sell 1. Assault stones. Just increases auto attack damage. I'll sell the standard versions. Berserk Ring extends launch duration. Bio Gauntlet boosts recharge for specials after canceling. Well, let's sell 2 of them. Bonnet Choker increases luck by a flat amount. Let's sell the rare version and keep the legendary one. Champion Belt increases strength by a flat amount. Again, sell the rare one, keep the legendary one. Chrome Scarf extends break duration. Classic Metal absorbs 10% of critical damage dealt as HP. Something like that might come in handy later, actually, but for now, lots of crystal earrings. Fills party gauge on excellent specials. Major effect. I'll keep 3 of them. Garnet restores 4% of HP. Restores 4% HP of damage dealt after a successful auto attack. Yeah, auto attacks do so little damage that won't help very much. Gold Gear Choker increases luck by 25. As compared to, say, the Goddess Choker increases luck by 25%. So let's sell 1 of these. Hero Pauldrons increases smash damage, eh? 2 situational that I'll probably ever use, but I'll at least keep 1 of them. Iron Headband increases critical damage. That could definitely come in handy on someone with a high critical rate. Rex with Mithra, for example. I'll sell the rare one and keep the legendary one. I'm almost tempted to go ahead and just sell this one for the 700G. Mechanized Greaves increases damage to toppled enemies. Another situational one that I'll probably never use. Military Metal restores 4% HP when cancelling an auto attack with the driver art. I'll keep 1 of them. Mint Potpourri boosts taunt resistance. I'll keep the legendary version. Moon Cube adds 25% chance of attacking again after a successful auto attack. So that's just, you know, a double attack. Auto attacks are not worth it, but again, I'll keep 1. Muscle Belt, I'll keep 1. Acro Choker boosts luck by 20%. Let's just keep 2 of those. Sell the other 3. Napalm Doll. Blah, blah, blah. Priestess's Auspices. Promise Ring increases the HP restored when reviving a teammate. Let's see. silver earrings. Fills party gauge on excellent specials. Okay. Smithy gloves. Increases dexterity by a flat amount. Soldier ring extends launch duration. Spiked pauldrons increases smash damage. I have 2 legendary ones, so I'll sell the rare ones. Spirit Tree Ward increases the HP restored when being revived by 39%. I'll sell one and keep the other. Alright. That got me a lot of gold. And it cleared up my inventory a fair amount. What does Thorbin over there have to say? This world is a cruel, empty place. There is no joy, only despair. Lady Fan has passed away. Gazing upon her was all that kept my soul at ease. I hear my homeland of Mor Ardain is forming a peace treaty with Uraya. No doubt the result of some higher-up seeing Lady Fan smile and realizing the futility of conflict. Oh, Lady Fan. Actually, I think the Emperor decided to do it of his own free will. Snififi. Okay, that's a side quest I don't want to do quite yet. I have more stuff I want to take care of first.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here.
That Ardanian soldier just disappeared.
I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil?
Bana's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems Acting Chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this, if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to Acting Chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons?
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
Okay. Bana the Schemer. Right then. it's about time to end the video. Viewers, thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In the next episode, we're going to be going around Indol and talking to people. You can see the markings above several heads over there, and asking them for information. That is what we're supposed to be doing now. Ask around Indol to see if you can find information about shady figures plotting an assassination attempt. So yeah, we'll take care of that next time, and I will see you then.